Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about this incredible situation that Vivek Ramaswamy has, this incredible opportunity. So, Vivek Ramaswamy has a huge opportunity to surge forward in the polls, surge forward and go to the top, go to the #1 slot for 2024 U.S. president. And the reason why is the candidate that the mainstream media in America is identifying as the #1 candidate, which is Donald Trump. They're absolutely wrong. He's absolutely not the #1 candidate for 2024 U.S. president. Oh, Scott, he is. He's winning all the polls. Hillary Clinton. That's my two-word answer back to you, fool. If you think polls deserve to determine who's going to win, no one in the world knows better than a Donald Trump supporter or President Donald Trump himself that is dead on wrong. Like, yeah, if the polls are what you're saying is why you're the #1 candidate, you are definitely in the wrong place. If you're like, because Donald Trump is the candidate that told everyone polls don't mean a thing. Right? Okay. All right. Let's keep going here. All right. So Colorado Supreme Court comes out and they said, hey, you supported insurrection. We are removing you from the ballot, from the Republican primary ballot. Now, CNN, one of their journalists came on there and they brought on Bill Barr, who is the former United States of America Attorney General. And Bill Barr, he said, this is legally wrong, right? And it's untenable. Right, like that. The Colorado Supreme Court is legally wrong. You cannot remove somebody for a ballot for something that they have literally never even been charged for. Right. So this gets interesting. So here's the issue, right? Okay, I totally agree with Bill Barr. It's legally wrong. Legally, you should not be able to remove him from the ballot. However, he definitely deserves to be removed from the ballot. And I want to journey with you there, right? You're like, Scott, why would he, if it's legally wrong to remove him from the ballot, why would it be, why would President Donald Trump deserve to have his name removed from the ballot if it's legally wrong? He's a U.S. citizen. Doesn't the rule of law apply to him? Boy, oh boy, let's journey there together. Let me take your hand and walk you along to the understanding that no, it's totally okay for the rule of law not to apply to President Donald Trump. Let's discuss it. All right. So first of all, that's shocking. Like, I understand that's outrageously shocking to say that a U.S. citizen does not deserve rule of law, right? How on earth would you get there, right? Well, never count Trump out. Never count Trump out. That guy is a genius, and he does something, and he does things every day that nobody on the planet has ever done, right? And I believe he has 100% made a case for the rule of law for America not to apply to him. Let me journey with you there. I'm going to take you hand by hand to understand why the rule of law should not apply to Donald Trump, in my humble opinion. Here we go. Okay. So, did President Donald Trump support insurrection? Absolutely not. President Donald Trump played footsie with insurrection, right? January 6th. Oh, hello, everyone. I'm Donald Trump. I was completely defeated in the election, and I should leave now. But, well, maybe some of my supporters will raid a government building. Oh, maybe I should become a dictator. Maybe I should just stay president even though I wasn't elected president. Maybe, I don't know. His foot was under the table. Insurrection's foot was under the table. And he played footsie. Their toes were intermingled, man. He did not support insurrection. He played footsie with insurrection. He was like, oh, I don't know. Should I become a dictator? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I guess not. I'll spare America a horrible second civil war. Okay. That's what happened, right? Like, January 6th, what was it? I don't know. You don't know. It was darn close to insurrection. It was footsie with insurrection, right? But there's a few missing parts, right? Like, so you can't really just say it was insurrection. He was playing footsie with insurrection. And so then you get in this position, you're like, oh, well, wait. So he didn't become a dictator. He could have. And he definitely put everything in position to become a dictator, but then he didn't become a dictator. But now, President Donald Trump has removed any doubt on whether he will be a dictator in the future. He told everyone, okay, all you got to do to understand Donald Trump is listen to the words he says, right? So is Donald Trump a guy who's determined to be dictator? We don't have to wonder anymore. He clarified it, right? He promised it, right? They asked him on a televised national town hall, are you going to be a dictator? And he said, no, except for day one. So he said flat out, I will be a dictator. On day one of my second term, I will end rule of law for every single American. Day one is when dictatorship begins. I missed my, and okay, so that's what he said, right? He's like, no, except for day one. I'll just be a dictator on day one. Did you catch that, right? So he's saying, oh, yeah, I need to be on the ballot. Rule of law is for me. Oh, is it? Oh, is rule of law for you, President Donald Trump? You promised every single American rule of law will end your first day elected. Day one will be your first day as dictator. You promised it. That's how you get to the point where rule of law should no longer be extended to you, right? So this is the point, right? Colorado, they're completely wrong. This is wrong. And you could not do this to any American who respects rule of law. But not only does President Donald Trump not respect rule of law, he has promised to end it, right? So I absolutely understand why the Colorado Supreme Court is like, if you're going to end rule of law for everyone, we're going to end rule of law for you today. And that's what's happening. And that's why what's happening with President Donald Trump is fully deserved. And Vivek Ramaswamy should take full advantage as the star of Donald Trump hurtles to the earth to fall and to break apart on entry. And that's what's happening, right? And so this is Donald Trump. Former Attorney General Bill Barr, brilliant man. He said it, man. He's like, Donald Trump feeds on grievance the way a fire feeds on oxygen. Spot on, my man. That is correct. Donald Trump has courted grievance, chaos, and desperately asked the whirlwind to come for him from day one. Now it's come. Let's watch as rule of law no longer, what he promised to end for all of us, is no longer extended to him. That is a deserved problem. That is a problem he manufactured to himself. That he sowed it, and now he's going to reap it. Vivek Ramaswamy needs to jump in, and absolutely, this is the time to abandon support for Donald Trump. Okay, I know Vivek, I know you want to support Donald Trump. He's a cruel, inhuman monster in every possible way. He has promised dictatorship. Vivek, you cannot support this guy any further. Vivek, distance yourself from Donald Trump and take your position as the best 2024 U.S. presidential candidate. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion, nothing more and nothing less. What's important is when I hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking, subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.